Do you know what Meridia was talking about?
I know of what she speaks, but perhaps not enough. It is common for the Daedra to welcome mortals into their realm, and in exchange they carry out tasks and assume unwavering loyalty. When I was aligned with those less ethically inclined,
I like the way you
I
say
knew
that.
an Ultima wizard who became obsessed with realms within oblivion. He was certain he could find a way to mimic the essence of those who have visited these realms and take their place. If we could get you inside Molag Bal's pocket realm of Cold Harbor, you could search for a way to destroy it from the inside. Realms like the one Fire rules usually have simple ways to destroy them, but are so easy and outlandish that no one would think to do it. It's unlikely you would be able to just kill her, no. I'm sure she's thought of that. But if you can work out what's holding the fabric of the Pocket Realm together, I'm sure you could destroy that instead, collapsing it in on itself. But to get in there, I suppose it would be possible.
What are you thinking? You know, we don't really have a whole lot of time here. Share with the class what's going on in your head.
I'm thinking if we could find someone who has entered Fire's Pocket Realm, we could trick Cold Harbor into thinking you were one of her disciples.
Like a fake ID. Alright, so how do we do it? I do like I would say, oh, why does it always have to be me? Well, I'm the champion, so I get it.
As for finding someone who has entered the realm, frankly, I have no idea.
How about we ask Vagra?
However, if you were to bring them back here, I'm certain I could transfer their essence to yours, transporting you to Cold Harbor. It's a risk. It would almost certainly cause their mind to permanently collapse. But I'm sure you would be safe.
I think I can help here.
Oh,
I've
here we go.
overheard that one of Fia's top commanders has defected. Apparently the pressure was too much. Rumor has it that Fia is furious. She spread word to everyone that she wants him back. Last I had heard, they've even narrowed down his location.
Please don't tell us it's a cave in the back end of nowhere.
Right.
Actually, if the rumors are true, then he's hiding in Winterhold, most likely with the college.
Easy.
He's a wood elf. Funny sounding name. I think it begins with an O.
Well, it's our only lead. We have to follow it. Champion, head to Winterhold and see what you can find out. With any luck, you'll get there before anyone else. But just in case, take Marith with you. She seems to be fond of you and she's more than capable. Especially if Bosmer tries to run.
Fond of her, it works.
Now, if there are no questions, we all have plenty to do.
Alright.
Are you sure you want to go through with this? Like I said, there's...
Marith is already just
potential
running over here.
uncertainty.
She's like, I'm ready!
Function.
Let's go!
I wouldn't feel guilty. You have to be especially evil to reach the top of the ranks within the Malevolent. I expect we'll be doing the world a favor.
Oh, I'm through feeling guilty, Garin. Do you think the barbarian who defiled the corpse of my daughter felt guilty?
Alara, I didn't mean...
It's fine. I just don't want to lose anyone else. Now let's get to work.
Alara just standing here going, do I look like I feel guilty?
Alara has agreed to let me stay here until the conflict is over. I'll have to find some way to repay her.
Chocolates always work.
If you need anything, let me know. I'm happy to help any way I can.
What can you tell me about the Necromancer Union?
When I first joined, they appeared to be an alternative to the College of Winterhold.
Really?
Those without much affinity for magic could find a place there. Well, that's what it used to be anyway. It was formed by rogue wizards from the Mages Guild in Cyrodiil after they banned necromancy. They intended to teach and practice the dark art freely, along with other aspects of magic. But recently, that's all changed. The Union has been taken over by Portellus, a pompous Imperial. Since assuming control, he has steered the Union to a much darker place. He's allowed Fia and her minions to corrupt those left in the Union with their new alliance. I'm glad I got out when I could.
And, you know, they did try to kill you. What happened to your mother?
I don't know how it happened, but she had contracted vampirism. We caught it early.
Okay, see, I was right.
Thankfully, Alara cured her, and she's been able to move back home and out of those ruins.
I do think it's funny that none of you were able to catch on to that. It's like, oh, her skin hurts when she goes out in the sun, blah, blah, blah. No one thought vampirism. No one thought early onset vampirism, huh?
Time is of the essence, champion. But I will answer any questions that you may have.
Are you comfortable destroying this Dark Elf's mind? I feel like that goes against the Geneva Convention.
Comfortable? No.
Okay.
But I have done far worse, just not in recent times. If Alara deems it necessary, then I will make it so.
That doesn't
It is likely the only way.
make me feel all that much better about this. What should I do when I enter the Pocket Realm?
It's hard to say what it will look like once you're inside. Daedric lords often influence the realm based on who the realm is for. It's unlikely you'll remain hidden for long, so you might need to do some damage quickly. Or perhaps Fire will entertain you.
Ooh.
Who can say?
Tea, biscuits?
It's likely Fire will have her people there with her. If she does, perhaps you can look to sow seeds of discontent. Trick them into helping you.
I can do that.
I'm sure they will have some inside information on what is keeping the realm upheld, and you can use that knowledge to destroy it. As soon as the realm begins collapsing, I'll pull you straight out. You have my word.
Alright.
Keep yourself safe.
I thought you might have questions. Go ahead.
Is there anything you can tell me about Pocket Realms?
They are gifts given to mortals by Daedric lords, hosted inside their own realms. They're relatively independent from the Daedric lord themselves, but of course they still hold authority over the domain. As for destroying one, I'd recommend speaking with Garen. He is likely better informed than I.
Is destroying someone else's mind the only way?
Champion, you know as well as I do that this is for the good of Tamriel.
Doesn't mean I have to feel good
If
about
the
it.
malevolent are able to seize power, they will be able to unleash legions of undead upon this world. Regardless of whether it is the only way, it is the only way open to us. We must take this path.
Alright. I'll ask why it has to be me, but I already know it's because, hey, champion here.
I understand that you are hesitant. I promise you, I would not allow Garen to transport you if I did not have faith that he will keep you safe. You are the champion of Meridia, vanquisher of the unnatural evils of this world. There's no one better suited for this than you.
Also, I'm Archmage of the College of Winterhold, so it's very easy for me to go in.
Keep yourself safe.
I'm just
Time
imagining
is of the essence, champion. But I will answer any questions that you may have.
I'm just imagining I walk into the College of Winterhold and I just start yelling. It's like, hey, I'm looking for an O.
So,
And everyone's just looking at me
Meridia
going,
wasn't speaking
what?
to us because of the traitor? I'm glad we're back in her good books.
Everyone just looks and says, the Archmage never comes back, and when he does, he's always looking for weird things.
I expect this war will keep me quite busy. Tending to the injured is no easy job.
Also, sweeping, I guess. What do you think of Veltet's treachery?
I don't know what he was thinking. Did he become corrupted before or after joining the Order?
Before?
Maybe we'll never know.
What do you mean we'll never know?
I just hope we're safe from anything like that in the future.
He had a whole necromancer name. Of course we know.
Walk in Meridia's light.
Man, you guys are not good at this. No one even suspected that there
There you
might
are.
have been a
I
spy.
was beginning to think you forgot about me.
Well, I'll be with you in a second.
Finally, Meridia's silence has been broken. This is a glorious day indeed, champion. My duty remains the same. I will keep this order safe.
Well, I'm doing a pretty good job of that on my own right now. What do you think of Veltet's treachery?
It's such a disappointment. Veltef has only furthered our resolve, but I will stop at nothing to protect this order from further breaches. Unknowingly, the Malevolent has sparked a fire in us that will take us all the way to victory in this war.
So what do you think of Fort Justice?
We are right on the opposite side of Skyrim. Hopefully the necromancers won't follow us here. I'll have to scout the area some more, but being neighbors to Stendar's Beacon can only be a good thing.
No one's concerned about the fact that Veltet was part of the necromancer, or he's part of the Malevolent, and he knew to send us here? No one's concerned about that.
Keep yourself safe.
maybe Meridia shouldn't talk to us. Maybe we're not deserving of it yet. What do you think of Veltet's treachery? Which, by the way, thank you for the advice.
It just feels like loss after loss these days, doesn't it? Still, let's stay optimistic and hope that this was the last of our bad luck. Especially now Meridia is watching over us again.
What I will say is that while they've done, they've mostly been showing Meridia as benevolent, good, kind, etc. I will say that it does come across as a little petty that she wouldn't talk to us because we had a spy. If she was really good, if she was really benevolent, if she was really looking out for us, she would have told us, hey, by the way, there's a spy. Even if she hadn't told us who, you know, that alone, that little hint would have gone a long way is all I'm saying. Alara wants you to accompany me.
Where are we going?
Winterhold. We're traveling to Winterhold to locate a wood elf named O.
Any wood elf in particular? I'm guessing this isn't just for fun.
He's a necromancer, we need to bring him back here.
Yeah, I know. I was listening through the door. Sorry. I thought it would be less odd if I pretended I wasn't eavesdropping.
I like her.
So, you're going to enter Cold Harbor.
I like Marith.
Sounds risky. Even riskier to do it through someone else's mind. Not that you should be worried. Karin is the expert on these things. Or so I'm told.
I appreciate her
Sorry, I'm
trying to
making this worse.
comfort me.
Let's get going.
It's good. It's fun. Is there anything that you know about Pocket Realms?
Not a lot. From what I know, Meridia doesn't have them. She'd probably see it as a sign of hubris. Daedric lords like Malik Bal and Minrun Dagon lure mortals with the promise of a better world.
Ooh.
It's how they keep them loyal.
That pronunciation.
From what I know, they're dangerous, cold, and full of the worst kind of people in Tamriel. So, I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time.
I love the delivery of that line. Because there have been a couple times where things were mispronounced. The one thing I will say is that for a mod author, I very much understand that it might feel a little awkward to be like, hey, by the way, I need you to re-record this line because this pronunciation was wrong. Because most of the time, mod authors are getting free voice acting done for these mods, and I will say that at some point I'd probably feel awkward myself to be like, oh, by the way, I need you to redo this again. At some point, I would just sit here and go, you know what, it's fine, I can work with it.
Well, my knowledge of Pocket Realms is limited. I only know what Garin has told me, and most of that wasn't too coherent. I know they're dangerous for those who aren't supposed to be there. The Daedra certainly don't take kindly to it. If I could come up with another way to destroy the Malevolent and believe I'm trying, I'd make sure this was our last option. Unfortunately, it's not. How do you feel about it?
I like this. For once, someone is asking me how I feel. It's a nice change of pace. Honestly, I just go with it and hope for the best. It's necessary to save Skyrim, so I must do it.
Spoken like a true hero. Like something out of a storybook. I'm glad to have met you. But there is the matter of kidnapping someone and destroying their mind. Necromancer or not, is that really the right thing to do?
The Malevolent are evil. He deserves what he's getting. Right or wrong, we're doing what's necessary. I've done a lot worse. I do feel guilty about it.
If it makes you feel any better, so do I. Look, we just need to do this. It's for the good of Skyrim. We can't let the Malevolent take over. It would be chaos. Too many would die. I just talked myself into it. I hope that worked for you too.
I like our little pep talks.
Keep yourself safe.
Well, that's why you're coming with me, because I'm not really good at keeping myself safe.
This will be my first time inside the college. It's not as magical as I was expecting.
Hey, there's magic right there. What are you talking about? Magic?
Actually, I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe more things to be floating?
You know what? I'll agree
We
with you
should
on
check
that.
the dormitories first. If he's not there, then I'm sure we can find out where he is.
I will say more floating things would be nice. You might want the Psijic Order. The Psijic Order, they have more floating things. The amount of floating furnishings that we got in ESO when Somerset came out. Oh, I still don't have some of them. There's floating beds, floating books, floating bookshelves. It's great. If anything, I'd love to see stuff like that for more like magic-oriented mods in Skyrim. Oh, why are you naked?
It's a fine day with you around.
Why, thank you. Did O
Until
steal your
next time.
clothes by any chance? I'm a little concerned about that. Obviously, it's not Almond. He's not a wood elf. Oh. May I help you, Archmage?
Hold there! This area's off limits.
What do you mean? I'm the Archmage. Step aside.
The Archmage. Forgive me, I didn't realize. Please, go about your business.
What's going on here?
Did you just say you're the Archmage?
Yeah.
How in Meridia's name did I not know that? Why didn't you tell me?
You know, hadn't gotten around to
I
it.
feel like one of the first things you should do when you greet someone is tell them you're the Archmage.
Oh, just you wait.
Start with the greeting, then exchange names, followed by, just so you know, I'm the Archmage of the College of Winterhold.
Oh man, that's nothing.
I'm glad you asked me along. Guard duty gets pretty boring.
That's nothing. Just wait
Keep
until I
yourself
tell
safe.
you. It's like, oh, also a Harbinger, Agent of Nocturnal. I hope you don't mind that one. Nightingale, specifically. Used to be the werewolf. Not anymore. Currently, just want to make that clear. Dragonborn. I feel like that's going to be the real shocking one to her. Oh god, that's very tiny handwriting. 1 second. To whomever finds this note, I am out traveling for ingredients. Perhaps if this college focused a little more on the alchemical field, I would not have to. If for whatever reason I do not return, please send a search party to find me in Dawnstar. Warmest regards, Orthelos.
So, does the note say where he's gone?
It says we need to step up our alchemy game. Also, he's gone to Dawnstar.
From one frozen city to another. We'd better get there before the Malevolent do. I'm not sure what they do to deserters, but I can't imagine it's good. He'll probably be better off with us and our mind-numbing magic. When I was a child, my father would tell me stories about Winterhold and Dawnstar. He was quite the traveler before having me.
I really like all the conversations
He
with
was
her.
quite the storyteller. He could have been a bard. Off to Dawnstar we go. Do you ever get sick of it snowing everywhere you go? Makes me miss the Imperial City.
I'm mainly just wondering if I've missed any other
Farewell.
conversations with her. Because obviously I did get the conversation with her in the Winking Skeever, but that was also because, you know, she kind of nudged me towards the Winking Skeever, but I'm wondering if there's any more hidden conversations with her that I might have missed. Also, I was curious. I put on the Amulet of Mara a little bit earlier and talked to her. No special dialogue, nothing there, which... there could very well still be some sort of romance quest with her. It's one of those things where I can see it going either way. A romance with her could make sense, but if it wasn't added, I also wouldn't sit here and go, oh, well, how dare they not? If anything, I can also just see it be this thing of she's... I wouldn't say enamored, but she's just really excited to be working with you. She's a follower of Meridia, and hey, whoa, we haven't had a champion of Meridia in such a long time. It's such a nice change of pace. So even if there isn't a romance option, just the friendship that we're building with Marith does feel really, really good. And she's easily my favorite character in the mod so far. Now, one thing to note is that there is a marker that points to a specific spot. It's not in Dawnstar specifically that we have to search, it's along the road, and they're not too far from Mazinchaleft. Let me just see if Marith has anything to say. That's my horse's ass.
I'm glad you asked me along. Guard duty gets pretty boring.
Technically, Alara asked you along,
Keep yourself safe.
but I would have tried to invite you if she hadn't. I also realize I'm not following the road at all. I'm just walking in the direction of the marker, which... hopefully that doesn't mess with anything. Hopefully I'm not missing any triggers then, but I do realize that I'm not necessarily following the instructions to the letter, so if something messes up and I have to reload, it's absolutely on me in this case. But we're getting close, and I haven't... Oh. Oh, an ice wraith? Whatever. I was worried it was gonna be malevolent. No. You're just random, right? Yeah, you're not gonna be related to this. Oh, wait, you are a member of the Dawn Guard. Wait, where are you going? Can I talk to you for a second? Hi, wait, no, stop.
Forgive me, but I am on urgent business for the Dawn Guard. Stand aside.
Alright, I guess I will. Also, bad news, I think the Malevolent may have gotten here first. They definitely did. They absolutely did. There can be no room for error this time. We have it on good authority that the traitor Orthelus will be traveling to Dawnstar imminently. Intercept him and execute him in front of the entire city. Stop anyone who stands in your way. Do not fail me. Fia. Surprise! He failed.
This doesn't look good. But they must be close by. This blood is still fresh. I've got your back. Let's get there before any more damage is done.
Alright, we should be close. Oh, I see people fighting.
Another fight? What a Skyrim...
Oh, I know she cut herself off, but I like that. Oh, another Skyrim surprise. Oh, as always, I hate being slowed by Frost in this damn game. 12 years, and I still just think it's the most annoying thing. Oh, is that my horse? That's my horse. There goes Shadowmere. Orthelus will be with you in just a second. We're gonna save you, and then we're going to torment you. He just goes, what did you say? Oh, I said we're here to save you, and nothing else.
Back away if you know it's good for you.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Shut up, you're coming with me. I'm here to rescue you. Also, shut up.
Oh, well, you've done that now. I'll just, be on my way.
Nowhere is safe. Come with me, I can protect you.
Who exactly are you? Why should I trust you?
I'm the Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I found your letter at the college.
Oh, you did? Truthfully, I didn't expect anyone to care enough to come looking.
Let alone the Archmage.
Well, lead the way. But I warn you, if you try anything, I'll destroy you faster than you can say treachery.
I don't know about that. I can talk pretty fast. Why were you taken prisoner?
Oh, just a disagreement with some old friends. Nothing to concern yourself about.
Your friends are necromancers? Come on, it's obviously more than that.
How about you mind your own business, and I'll mind mine? I haven't started asking you inane questions, have I?
You could. I
Seems
love
like
inane
you were
questions.
In a really sticky situation, friend. Thank goodness we got here when we did.
Yes, what a lucky coincidence.
Uh-oh.
Almost too much of a coincidence.
Just say thank you and be quiet.
Yeah, Marith. That's what I thought.
Let's just get a move on. The air here's getting stale.
Anything to say in front of our new friend?
You just worry about leading the way back to the fort. I'll watch over our friend here.
Alright, see? Little, good cultist, bad cultist again. I'm the good cultist, and you're ready to bash his brains in, aren't you? Man, you get to be the bad cultist this time. I like it. I wonder when he's gonna say something about...
Let's just get a move on. The air here's getting stale.
Well, it's worse inside the fort. I was wondering if he's gonna be like, hold on, I've heard of this place.
You just worry about leading the way back to the fort.
He's gonna say something
I'll watch over our friend
once
here.
we're in here, but given that he was the top commander, I would imagine that he knew about Fort Justice? I don't like that. Ooh, no, don't do that again. Whatever you do, never make that noise again.
You're back.
Garen!
Where in Oblivion have you taken
You
me?
have your official
Funny you should
robes!
mention Oblivion. That's where you'll be taking us. Cold Harbor, specifically.
Don't you dare touch me. I have nothing to do with Cold Harbor or Fire's pitiful crusade.
But you did. And that's good enough for us.
We're not very discerning.
Don't even think about running.
Do you know who I am, girl? I am Orphelos, defiler of the dead, destroyer of souls, and the deadliest.
Yeah,
Enough.
yeah.
I have made the necessary preparations. When you're ready, speak with me.
This is the part where you get on your knees.
Told you.
Oh, I'm sure.
She's the bad cultist.
Champion, do you mind if we talk before you go?
Yeah, you know, you don't have to call me
When
champion
I
anymore.
get out of this, and I'm getting out of this, I'm going to crush your
I
situation
have
is
faith
worse
in
than
you,
I
Oh,
thought.
God.
Speak to
I'm
Garen
glad
when
you're
you're
out
ready.
there taking
God.
the fight.
Alara has agreed to let me stay here until
Everyone's
the conflict
talking.
is over.
Oh, my
I have to
ears.
find some way to repay her.
Listen, I'm just trying to talk to Marith here.
Hey, so before you head off to Cold Harbor, Champion,
Nope, I was trying to talk to you.
what can I do for you?
Oh, I thought I had to open a conversation with her. No.
Need something?
Okay. Let me reload then, because I do want to hear what she has to say.
Hey, so before you head off to Cold Harbor,
Okay, it was supposed to start a conversation. Is everything okay?
yeah, thanks for asking. I just wanted to say, be careful. You're the bravest person I've ever met. And Skyrim would be a lot worse off if you didn't come back. And so would I.
You don't need to worry about me, Marith. I don't want her to worry, but I appreciate the concern. Don't get sentimental on me. You don't need to worry about me.
Who said I'm worried? I know you can look out for yourself, but that won't stop me from looking out for you too. I've gone through a lot of loss in my life. I'd hate to go through more. Especially when you're just starting to grow on me.
I'm just starting to? Really?
Now go take that bitch down. For all of us.
Marith, language, please. Meridia's
Certain
listening.
you could be doing something more useful, champion.
Excuse me? Larson, I'm busy here. Who do you think has been, pulling their weight here? You? No. Me? Yes.
Greetings.
I'll see you,
The
Marith.
situation is worse than I thought. I'm glad you're out there taking the fight to the necromancers, champion.
I thank you.
We can talk
You need
when this
anything,
crisis has been dealt
ask.
with.
It's the least I can do after what you're doing for us.
Because I didn't get to talk to you after, I murdered Velteth.
Well, now we know why Meridia didn't speak to us for such a long time. Velteth was playing with fire. Glad to see he got burned.
Nice.
Nice job, champion.
What do you think of Fort Justice? You know, the very obvious trap that we're still living in.
It's certainly bigger than the Sanctum. More to protect. But that's fine. If it's a fight these necromancers want, I say let them come. I'll be ready.
Alright.
Walk in Meridia's light.
I expect this war will keep me quite busy. Tending to the injured is no easy job.
Just want to make sure I talk to, Alara before I go in.
I have faith in you, champion. Speak to Garen when you are ready.
Now here's the thing, I don't exactly like Orthelos, but really, destroying his mind feels a little low.
I have faith in you, champion. Speak to Garen when you are ready.
Okay, nothing new from her, I just
Keep
wanted
yourself safe.
to make sure.
When I get out of this, and I'm getting out of this,
Oh.
I'm going to crush your tiny mind into 1,000 shattered little pieces.
Okay. Oh, there he goes again. Alright, okay, nope, no, stop that, stop
This
that.
makes an interesting change from staying in a tent all day.
Listen, you got your robes, can we talk about that?
Don't worry about me, champion. I can hold my own against these necromancers.
Worry about you.
You let me know if you need anything.
Why would I worry about you right now? I'm the one taking the risk. I'm ready.
Look, you might feel a slight pinch, but if I cast it right, hopefully it won't be anything more than that. I've been doing some research, and these pocket realms seem to be relatively fragile.
Like my ego.
I'm sure if you can trigger the right thing, it should bring down the entire realm. Just be careful. We have no idea what kind of power fire has there. Stand still for me. We don't want any unnecessary complications.
Oh, anytime someone says stand still, you know, otherwise it could be dangerous, I get so nervous and I just feel the need to move.
That's the first part done. Gods forgive us. Now, champion, please hold still. This is a complicated incantation. I'll pull you out of the realm as soon as you've done the job.
Like, I just always feel the need to
This is
flinch
the
when people
victory we
say
need, champion.
stand still.
Do whatever you can to destroy that dark place. My heart goes with you.
Moment of truth.